Hello, this is Keeping It RR, and I'm back. I'm sorry about last week. Last week was a bit chaotic, so yeah, I'm sorry again. It's just, I'm gonna be honest, this is probably gonna be a long video of confessions, or not confessions, but my past life screw-ups that I made, things I've done that are not smart, and this is probably just gonna be titled screw-ups, I don't know. But if you want a little laugh, you want to learn something about what not to do, then probably continue watching. But yeah, anyways, thank you. I'm gonna start off. So kind of like this channel, I asked this girl I liked. I asked her for a number one night when two of her friends were around. When I tell you like when I asked her for a number, that was like sworn secrecy. I mean, like probably no one knows. Like probably 8 people know to this day. Like 5 months later, probably, yeah, 5 months later. And I asked her for a number. It's like because I want to get to know her before I like actually said like, hey, you want to date or something like that. And it was just like, I asked beforehand, and I didn't know that she had like volleyball that was taking up so much of her time coming up. I didn't know like her daily routine or nothing like that. I didn't know anything about her at that. So I was just like stabbing in the dark. And then I had a marching band for spring. I had competitions, all that, or not competitions, but like concerts and stuff. And just I asked with little forethought, basically just like asking, hey, can I have your number? And then 2 days later, it's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, like this whole spring is gonna be chaotic for me. I won't be able to like do anything, or I won't be able to text you often. And I didn't say that, but that's kind of like how it went, and that's kind of like what slapped me in the face, because that just happens to me all the time. For example, this channel, I started off because I want to get rid of my like build up stuff. It's kind of like a diary, but it's online, so people can actually like read it. But instead, it's me talking about just stuff, just random things that I can like look at again. And it's just cool. So, by the way, if you're paying attention, I'm sorry. If I have comments on, then it has to be an 18 plus video. I'm sorry. I don't know why. YouTube Studio does some weird things, right? They have some weird things in mind. Like I don't disagree with them. I saw like what they posted on the like help thing, but like all my videos are meant to be like for younger audiences, but I can't like get any comments on them because like the restrictions saying like if it's made for kids there can't be comments unless you do like certain things. It's like well that's an odd case. So we'll start putting some videos up for 18 plus because I'm probably gonna let some of my private language slip in. Whoa. But like this one, I don't know, like it's just you need to have 18 plus videos to have comments. Just makes no sense to my mind. It's just why it just doesn't make any sense. Like a lot of them, it's like I'm 15 years old. Like it's not that bad. I mean, my account says I'm 18, but it doesn't mean anything. Sorry, but yeah, it's the reality of things. Everyone does that at some point in their life, I'm pretty sure. Have an account that's like 21 or something like that, so you can like check other stuff out that you probably shouldn't be looking at. My brother. But yeah. I can't like have comments on my videos unless it's 18 plus videos, which I'm sorry, that just doesn't make any sense to me. So I mean, welcome to YouTube. It does need to make sense for it to just make sense. But back to the thing I was talking about before. I asked her for a number, and little did I know I would be like full this spring, and she'd be full this spring. So we probably got to chat for like maybe like 25 days since I asked for a number for like 3 or 4 months. And then randomly one day I had a pretty low spot in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like a couple months ago, I just like slammed into the ground and it was just like, oh God, what do I do here? And that's just like what started it. It was like, that's just what started the cascade of events. It was just like, from there, it's like, I just kept falling. I would hit a ledge and then I bounce up and then I just roll back down the hill again, further down. Until eventually I just hit a spot where it's like, I can't keep falling at this point. So I started to descend back upwards and it's not been the worst. It's been pretty good. I have tripped here and there. I've fallen back down a couple times, but I've picked myself back up for most of it. I'm back as of like 2 weeks ago, so I'm out of the struggles I was in that for that while. And during that is when she just said, "I'm sorry, but I can't, like, if you want to talk to me, come talk to me IRL, because I have like volleyball and stuff, and I'm not gonna be able to like text you very often." And then a while ago, I sent her a text, and she hasn't responded yet, to my knowledge. So it's just like, well, yeah. So she's made a point, and I done screwed it up. Love life is something I might talk about, so this probably might be an 18+ video. I'm sorry. So yes, if you have anything you want to talk about or want me to talk about, I'll do my best to make a video about it. Or if I can't make a video about it, I'll at least chat with you on whatever platform you want. I have a lot of them I can use. Just if you don't have one, I can give you some. But yeah, love life. So my love life is basically empty. It's devoid of everything. For most of it, I've never had a first kiss. Your mom doesn't count, your father doesn't count, your siblings doesn't count. I don't know why you would do that, but like, it's gotta be a girlfriend or something like that, and I've never had a girlfriend. So yeah, 9th grade, and I haven't had a girlfriend. Not surprised. A lot of people haven't. A lot of my friends haven't. Of course, the band geeks don't really get girlfriends unless they're in the band. I know like 8 couples like that, but aside from that, my love life is empty. In 8th grade, I had a crush on someone, and then, as per usual, I didn't have any background info on them, so I was just like, I just didn't know. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to do anything. It was like, okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna wait until I can like learn more, find out more. Yeah, she had a boyfriend that she still has, to my knowledge. And she's a cheerleader. She has a lot of sports going on. She doesn't really have many friends. And I've never really talked to her. I've probably said like 2 words to her. And at that, like, it was more of a greeting probably. And it was nothing more than just like, hello. And even then, like, she's definitely a weird person. And I see why I probably shouldn't have asked now. Thank you, God, for telling me that. And then my second crush happened over last summer. I had a crush on the girl, asked for her number, by the way. And I didn't say anything. And I don't know if she thought I was like stalking her or something like that. So I'm sorry if it seemed like that. I don't intend to. Like, I'm not a narcissist like my brother. I'm sorry. This doesn't have to be an 18+ video. This is getting a bit out of hand. But like, my brother's life is full of just random stuff. He's a bit narcissistic, you could say. He goes after a lot of girls, alright, to say the least. He goes after a lot of girls. Like, he was putting paper hearts in their backpacks when they repeatedly told him not to. He got OSS for that. Yeah, again. Very dumb stuff. And then he was stalking some girls. And then to say the least, he's had quite a few girlfriends in the past. A lot of them younger than him. All of them, in fact, I think. All of them but one. And like, I say they were young. I mean, my sister, who's a grade younger. Who's like, okay, my brother and sister are a year and a half from me, about. So my sister is a year and 4 months younger than I am. My brother is exactly 1.5 years, plus a tiny bit older than I am. So it's kind of, I'm definitely in the middle. And long story short, my brother, he's been talking to girls my sister's age that are like not much older than her, like half a year at most. And he was in a relationship with one of them. He was a bit yandere at that point. He might have brought the kitchen knife into his room for some odd reasons. I don't know why. I don't remember the story. This is months ago. And since then, he's been on a bit of an odd case. Of course, me, it's more of just like I sit back and watch all this stuff happen. I'm the guy that just sits back and watches 1,000,001 things happen. And it's just, who said it had to make any sense, really? I mean, I just sit back and watch it all happen from afar. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's pretty chill. I'm just going to sit here and watch it all unfold, you know. yeah, it's welcome to my life where I sit back and watch everything else happen. While I just try to do what I can, at least. AKA watch my own media while they have all this stuff happening around them, and it's just like, what can I do? Fun fact, I'm the only person who hasn't had the cops call on them, except for my dad. The only person that hasn't, like, full on, like, disobeyed my parents by a long shot. And the only person that hasn't spent the whole night in the hospital because of some medical issues. Of course, my dad, my mom, my brother, and my sister have spent multiple days in the hospital. I mean, my mom has spent a couple days in the hospital because of issues she's had, like surgeries and whatnot. My dad, a tree fell on him when we were going woodcutting up in Oregon. Yes, that thing was dead. That thing was like 100 feet tall, at least. And that thing just like, it was leaning against a tree. And then it just like, it was so rotten because it was sitting there for like multiple years at this point. I guarantee you. It comes crashing down. My dad's wearing a hard hat and he looks up at just the right moment when it hits him in the head. And he has staples for that. My sister, she spent a long time in the mental ward for reasons I dare not say. My brother has spent multiple nights in the hospital due to injuries that he's self-inflicted, such as broken bones. And recently, a bike accident. 1 second. Sorry, I just had to readjust my bandana. It was falling off a lot, if you saw. But my brother spent multiple nights in the hospital because of injuries he's caused himself, and that's just like its own thing. Of course, when I say I just sit back and watch it all happen, I mean, that's quite literally what I do. I'm over here snacking on popcorn while everyone's over here, like, basically killing each other at that point. And it's like, wonderful cinema. I don't like it. I'm not one for horror. Like, when I say I don't like stuff, it doesn't mean, like, I'm 100% against it, unless I quite clearly say so. But, for the most part, like, I'm not for anything, but I'm not against. Or, like, I'm not for anything, or not many things. But I'm not against, like, hardly anything, unless it harms me, other people, or, like, any really innocent people. Including myself and my family, and relatives, to say the least. Like, as long as it doesn't harm, like, my people, like, if it's an organization to, like, help another place, it's like, sure, why not? Like, I might even chip in, but, like, I feel like coming after, like, innocent people at that point, it's like, no, yeah, you lost all my respect, man. Yeah. I'm not a case, alright? Of course, this is going to be a bit of a older video. This might get demonetized. I don't know. We'll find out what YouTube thinks about it. So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things I could talk about that are probably only going to be in this video. So, just like I said, my brother and sister, like, I'm the only person in my family who hasn't spent a whole night in the hospital because of some medical issues. That's probably going to change someday. But, of course, yeah, like I said, my love life is quite literally empty. Like, I was talking to that girl over the phone. I didn't really talk to her IRL because I only see her at church. She goes to a completely different school, so it was kind of like an odd situation for that. And it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Life is weird. I got to call her like 4 times, and that was about it. I never did a FaceTime. It was just like, it's more of just like, she likes someone right now, but she can't say she's in a relationship with them, because if that gets to her parents or his parents, that might not end too well for them. So, yeah, I gotta respect that. I mean, I've lived with stuff like that. One of my best friends, James, very generic name, his girlfriend rides my bus, and, like, he's a great friend of mine. And I hear a lot about him, and they've been in a relationship for a couple months now. They've been in a strong relationship. So if I ever have, like, anything to ask about, like, romance and whatnot, I can probably go to him. I can also go to my dad, because he grew up, he grew up kind of, like, in the situation I'm in. It's, like, kind of weird, kind of unusual. It's like the middle child, like, chooses to be ignored rather than wants to. So it's like, but yeah, I am the middle child that chooses to be ignored, not doesn't want to. I do want to. It's not that I am ignored. I just choose to be ignored. Like all these like if you watch like a bunch of like memes and stuff on YouTube, Vines and whatnot, it's always the middle child that's just like completely forgotten, like just no one even hears. He's basically like air at that point. That's basically me, but I choose to be ignored. I am not ignored though. I was for a while though, so it's a bit sad. But yeah. Like this video is gonna be an odd one for y'all if you get this far. So, whoa, what was that accent that just crept in my voice? That's not normal. I'm from Seattle. What do you know? It doesn't sound like that. But yeah, yeah, this is probably gonna be questionable. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Also, I will go back to my mom's on Sunday, a week from today. So I can finally record videos over there, and that'll be a new setting, hopefully. Probably won't. My brother's gonna be on TV the whole time. So fun fact, my brother got his computer taken away from him for doing some wrong things on it. Those I will not say as well. And so now his only entertainment is the TV, because he's also gone from the phone for forever. I don't know why he's allowed to be on TV, because that's like my only entertainment aside from this. My sister used my MP3 as leverage for entertainment. It's like, sister, this MP3 costs $50. 50. It's not that expensive. Just get it yourself. And she's like, no, I'm not buying that. I'm buying makeup, all this temporary stuff. And it's like, parents give it to you for free, sister. You quite literally get this stuff for free. If you run out of it, just ask dad. He'll get it to you. It's just, life is such a rage bait, you know? Like, your sister gets it easy. My sister's the youngest sister. My dad's gotten to, like, work around that a bit more. Like, he's being more inclusive with punishments with her, because he used to be like, well, if Tabs is in it, it's not her fault at all. Unless I watch her, like, beat up James or me or something like that, then it's her fault. But, like, if my dad didn't see it, my sister's side was always the correct side. So it was just, yeah, now he's being more inclusive with the punishments, because he's seen her darker side, and trust me, no one has seen my darkest side. I've been through the worst in my life. When I was at the age of, like, 5 or 6, I saw the, like, last 25 minutes of It. Had nightmares for, like, the next 3 months. That night specifically was bad, and it still haunts me to this day. Like, what, 9 years later? 8 to 9 years later, it still haunts me? Yes. Looking at my world, where it always just has to be, well, let's just say corrupted. Like, the whole world is corrupted. Like, the government can't choose their own budget, so they're just, like, out of business for now. TSA is not getting any money, so, like, if you want to get on, like, a plane or whatnot, we need people to do that work, but no one's doing it because no one's getting paid. And I expect people out there that are, like, making fundraisers for this stuff, like, food donations and stuff like that. Like, thank y'all very much. It means a lot. That means now they don't have to, like, worry about going out of money. Like, they can still get food and water and whatnot. Like, there's just a lot of things out there I could talk about, but it's probably going to be the end of this. If you got this far, thank you, like, comment, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.